All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel one more time, man. We back for some more NBA talk, and we ain't just got any talk today. We having NBA beefs, like right or wrong, is everything a beef nowadays. I don't know. Everybody just getting into beefs, letting their mind being spoken, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody got an opinion, and YouTube and podcasts and stuff is giving everybody their own choice to voice their opinion. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. But today, we got Draymond Green basically getting into it with Kendrick Perkins, Skip Bayless. He's getting into it with everybody right now, you know what I'm saying? He's basically holding grudges over things that's been said throughout the seasons about the Warriors not being able to make the back to the championship, basically with our KD and all that. He remembering everything I'm talking about. Draymond is keeping receipts on everybody. And him and Kendrick Perkins, Big Perk, we all know Big Perk, that be on ESPN talking to everybody, you know what I'm saying? They had some words back and forth, so I just want to go ahead and give my reaction. Let's go ahead and react to what Draymond Green had to say, and then we're going to react to Kendrick Perkins' comeback. Let's get it.
We played the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2008 against LeBron James, and this was the only time that I actually prayed that something happened to him at practice.
You don't have to act like that, my man. You don't have to go up there. You go from being enforcer to coon. How does that happen?
So you kind of get an idea of where it all started. I don't even know if I should say where it all started, because being honest, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what these guys got going on behind the scenes. But we all heard Kendrick Perkins say when they played against LeBron James, when Perk played for the Celtics, and it was a game 7, that was a time where he was praying on LeBron's downfall, meaning he prayed that LeBron got hurt in practice or something like that. Now, as a former basketball player, granted, I never made it to the NBA level, but I made it to the college level. As a former basketball player and a former athlete, period, that's kind of like an unwritten rule. Like, you never want to pray on another man's downfall and see him get hurt. You never want to injure somebody on purpose, and you never want to hope that somebody gets injured. We seen Cam Newton do an interview not too long ago when he was talking about when he got moved to a backup in the NFL, where he found himself in a position where he didn't want to be praying on the starting quarterback's downfall, so he had to remove himself from the situation. And even if you're going to say that, Perk, some shit you just don't say out loud. I get it. You giving hot takes like Draymond said. Everything, sometimes you got to be a little controversial and say some crazy shit, but just say something like that was just OD. You know what I'm saying? And Draymond just wasn't feeling that. Like I said, that's an unspoken rule amongst athletes. We seen what happened with Gary Payton this past playoffs when he got hurt and got swiped in the head. And it was a big deal. They was talking about that on ESPN for the next couple games, basically until he came back. So, we all know that's just something that you should never say. I ain't going, I can't bash Perk. He gonna have his opinion. He gonna say what he want to say, and you can't fault a man for that too. He gonna say what he want to say. Now, was it messed up what he said? Hell yeah, it was messed up, man. You don't want to be known as the hating ass guy like that. Like, people around the league is gonna think of you like that. And you know what I'm saying? This is just one beef that Draymond Green got going on right now. So let's get into what Perk had to say about what Draymond had to say about what he said.
Hey, Draymond, you good? The f wrong with you? Didn't you just win your 4th championship? What the f you worried about me for? What, you mad? You mad because I'm doing it my way and it's happened to work? I'm doing it my way. I ain't got to do it your way. I'm doing it my way. But look, forget the old media, forget the new media. I'm going to stand by the old law, right? And the old law says, hey, man, all that disrespect and all that hoe shit, calling somebody a coon, man, you got me fucked up. Ain't nothing a coon about me. Ain't no cooning, ain't none of that. Straight up. And here's the thing, right? We all know, dog. We all know. You all bark and no bite. We know this. The NBA brothers know this. A lot of them that's talking behind your back with the whispers, they know this. They know you not gonna do nothing. This is proven. This is facts. We know that. So, one, stop with all the tough talk. You can talk about me as an ESPN analyst. You can talk about my takes. You can talk about everything you want to do. I don't give a fuck about that. But what you not gonna do is, you not gonna disrespect me and call me no motherfucking coon. And I'ma stand on that. You talk about standing on something, I'm standing on that. That's what I'm not gonna be, especially by you, when we all know you not gonna do nothing. Let me try that wink again. You not gonna do nothing.
All right, so as you can see, PERK is coming with some whole kind of motherfucking different aggressive energy. First of all, he's like, didn't you just win your first ring, bro? Why you over here worrying about what an ESPN analyst is talking about? But you know what I'm saying? And he's more mad that Draymond actually called him a coon. Now, when we talking about calling people out his name, because he like, that's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna sit up here and call me a coon. You can criticize my analysis about the game and all my takes, but what you're not gonna do is sit up here and name call. Now, calling him a coon, I will say that was a freaking stretch, because, you know, at the end of the day, that man has a job to do. He got to go up there and sit up on TV. But the same way that they can sit up there and criticize basketball players for their performance, like Draymond keeps saying, it's the new media. You got Draymond, you got Gilbert Arenas, you got JJ Redick, you know what I'm saying? You got Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Everybody got their own podcast. So now the former players are having that voice in the media too, and they criticizing the media personalities that's on TV. Like, who could have seen this coming? Eventually it was going to happen, you know, as the world is progressing and everybody's finding their own voice. But I kind of felt PERK when he was like, bro, you just won 4 rings. Like, why you even worried about me? But at the same time, I feel Draymond, because he like, don't fucking worry about what I'm worried about. Y'all always worried about us. So now, whenever I'm off the court, why can't I worry about you and talk about what you doing? If I feel like you a coon, I feel like you a coon. Even though I personally think it shouldn't be about personal attacks. Now, saying that, PERK turns around and personally attacks him, saying he on some whole shit, saying that he's all bark, no bite, and everybody knows this. Everybody in the league knows this. They talking behind his back. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when you getting into it with somebody, you know they gonna say the wildest shit. Do I think Draymond Green is all bark, no bite? No, his reputation in the league is literally one of the toughest people that's gonna be annoying, don't care. He gonna get in your face. He probably gonna fight you if it all come down to it. Now, have we ever seen him throw hands? Nah, so maybe that's what he mean by all bark, no bite. But why? What is he biting at? You know what I'm saying? You can't say he's not a proven player, because he's always had doubts his whole career. But guess what? He wins. No matter if he's a role player or not. His job is not to carry a team by himself. His job is to play his part. And he got 4 of them. 4 rings doing exactly that. So it's just like, man, I get where you're coming from with the name calling, but at the same time, you turn around and did the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to start keeping it more professional. Even though I know the beef and stuff is what's going to get the views and get the clicks, players to players, y'all got to respect each other, because guess what? You into it with Skip Bayless too. They going to be ganging up on your ass on TV, Draymond, you know what I'm saying? So everybody should be able to have their opinions, man. Just y'all got to start responding with facts, you know what I'm saying, and not name calling. That's all I'm going to say about the situation. What y'all think about that situation? Who was wrong? Was Draymond wrong? Was PERK wrong? Was PERK wrong in the first place for saying that he was preying upon LeBron James' downfall? And was Draymond wrong for calling him out for that? Let me know in the comments, man. Big Wave Guy, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. NBA Talk with Ted, we out.
I got no problem, so much clothes I need 2 closets. This weed I got is too exotic. I turned a diamond to a dime. They like, goddamn, you done blew it without me. They like, how the fuck did you do it without me? I'm the real deal, you a carbon copy. I just switch styles and I don't know stylist. I'm a fucking god, big wave guy, and I got a goddess. We gon' both blow like it's kamikaze. Bitch bow down like it's Ramadan.